What's your process for telling stories?
So there's a story in the book about, I wanted to write about nonverbal communication,
Yes.
in particular laughter,
Yeah.
because I thought laughter was really interesting. And I had once talked to this guy who was a psychologist at NASA, who it was his job to figure out who was emotionally intelligent and who faked it really, really well. And he said that he couldn't do it until he started paying attention to how different people laughed. That he found that he started doing this thing where he would walk into the beginning of an interview. These are applicants carrying a bunch of papers and wearing this garish yellow tie. He would spill the papers as if on accident, but he did it on purpose. And then he would start laughing so loud and he would say, I can't believe I just did that. Not only that, but my kid made me wear this tie today and now I look like a clown. And he would pay attention to whether the candidate who's sitting there, whether they laughed politely, like, or whether they matched his energy and his affect. Because if they matched his energy or affect, they were making an offering. I want to connect with you. Those were people who were good at connection, good at emotional intelligence. The reason why that story was powerful, I think, is because now when we think about laughter, we think of someone walking into a room and astronauts and NASA.
Right.
It's easy to remember that lesson about laughter.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that I try and do is, frankly, embed as much as I can in stories.
So it's the arc with the detail that you really look for as you craft your stories.
So I think it's actually, the detail's great, but not as necessary as the arc.
Okay.
So every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? And when people think about stories, they tend to focus on the beginning and the end. I needed to earn some money, and so I went and I got a job at McDonald's, right? What's interesting is that it's the middle that people really listen to. The middle is what matters. And the reason why it matters is because it gives me an opportunity to see you learn something, to see you try an idea